So today in the studio, I'll be drawing Rock Island Rail GP38-2, number 4310, which is called the American Railfan. And the first step, as always, is to put the nice straight rail line down, and then from there we put the frame where I come in about an inch, and in the scale I draw, GP38 GP38-2 is right at about 9 inches long, and this GP38-2 is in a GP38 car body. There's several spotting features. It has the dual grills and the older rear door arrangement, and sometimes there's kind of two situations where that can happen. Sometimes older GP38s are rebuilt and designated as GP38-2s, and sometimes some of the very early model GP38-2s also had the two grills. Very, very early GP38-2s. But the main thing about it is just for us to spot that you're drawing the early version of it. Okay, so we should basically go in about 1.25 inches in the front to the cab, and then the cab's right at about 1 inch. Then we go up 1.5 inches. And then go in about 1/8 of an inch or so, and then up right at about 1 inch, get the nose. And then go up right about 1.5 inches, and go in about 1/8 of an inch to get the back of the engine. As I say with these EMD engines, a little bit less than 1/4 of an inch. Leave this rear light, especially on this engine. The back's panned white, so you would see the pencil line. And then kind of go back. So for now, just kind of leave a little bit of space on the roof line. Don't quite have to measure it yet, but right about where you think the paper box is going to go. And for starters, why don't we just draw the front right at about 1/4 of an inch, the front headlight, and right a little bit less than 1.25 inches is where the engine room doors start. So that's sort of where our guesswork went to where this paper box goes. See, that's why we kind of left that gap. And then kind of one thing that's always good to do is put both the back and the front this taper, and then from this line that we drew right about 1/8 of an inch, connect back, because this is sort of the foundation of where we're going to put the doors. And then right at about 2.5. So 2.5 there and 2.5 there. And my eye's kind of seeing that. Maybe raise this the tiniest bit. And what we can do is we can start come down a little bit more than 1/4. This is where the dynamic brake section will go. And then area right about 1 inch. And right about 1 inch. Then right about 1/2 inch. And we're going to have the engine room doors going in here. And then right here, now that we have this, you can sort of see that the paper box goes right up to there. See, now that we kind of have that little guide, now we can kind of connect it. And then we might as well put down the space for where the grills are going to go. Down to here. Right to about there. We come in and we'll put these doors in back in the radiator. A little bit bigger than 1/4, and 1/4, a little bit bigger. Bigger than 1/4. There we go. And there's kind of one door up the middle there. And just for the heck of it, why don't we put the battery box in here? It's kind of always good to see some details. This will go to about right there. And put the roof right there. And there we go. We're starting to be ready to put the grills in the next step. Go and sharpen our pencil.